Good day, everyone. Thank you very much for attending our public participation meeting. I am Hlengiwe from ENV Green Consultants. Thank you very much to Councillor Sithole for hosting us at SURF. We have a register circulating. Can we please all sign the register, please? We have a developer who is Ambrose Group, and they are seeking to develop a smart city in Port Memphis. This is on the borders of Surf and the Republic of Zitulile. It spans over 100 acres of land, and it's for a mixed-use development. The development will have a central station. It's a master plan which we are hoping that it will be complete by year 2025. It calls for 2,000 apartment units, 4.3 million square feet of office and retail space, a promenade, a school for the public, roads, bridges, and public square. We have invited you all to comment on the proposed development, and I therefore open the floor to all the stakeholders.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Sanibonani nonke. Siyajabula ukuba mnaweni la. Igama mina Mrs. Khanyile wala emphakathini wase-Surf. Angazi mangizwe kahle intokazi usho indaba yokuthi nizokwenza idolobha lethu la ngilithuthukise. Ngiyakuthanda ke lo mbono. Kodwa nginemibuzo nje emibili. Oqala isicela ukubuza nje njengomphakathi wase-Surf ukuthi ukuthuthuka kwethu mayelana nemisebenzi kuzohambisana kanjani, nokuthi imigede yethu lesithande kangaka eyigugu ukuthi nizokwenza njani ngayo. Ngiyabonga.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Good day, everyone. My name is Dando Sithole. I'm a councillor of Surif. Just to translate to everyone what is the community member was asking. She's concerned about the job opportunities that will be brought by the development in this area. So just to give you clarity on that, as a councillor and the municipal, as a councillor and a member of a municipal council, I am representing this community in this meeting, the community of Surif. I greatly support this development of this in this area of it, because this development is going to bring a lot of temporary and permanent job opportunities after the development. As a community representative, we are going to make sure that this development benefits the local resident, the local business and the local resident. The subcontractors that will be contracted by the big contractor that is going to build the smart city in this area is going to contract the subcontractors based in this area of Benin, of Surif, I mean.
The whole aim is to basically increase the economy of Surif. So we are aware that a lot of people need jobs, and therefore that's why, as the councillor has said, we are looking into employing mostly the locals in order to develop the development.
Okay, so...
Yes, sir.
Okay, my name is Pilani Lads. I'm from Zitolile. I hear you are talking about employing the locals. Here's the councillor of Surif here, but when I'm looking around, I don't see even one person from Zitolile. While this development is gonna take place between the two countries, Zurif and Zitolile. So where are we in this thing? Like, do you even know us? Like, I don't understand. Can you just fill me in?
We are aware of Zitulile public members, and we did place advertisements, and I'm sure you had seen the adverts, hence why you actually came to the meeting. It's unfortunate that the councillors from Zitulile couldn't make it on the specific day, but they did send their apologies, and we had informed them of the development as a whole. So they are aware, and the public is also being brought in through the adverts that we have placed around Zitulile.
Yes, no, thanks very much, Chief, for that question. Just to add on that, we did have previous meetings with the representative of Zitolile. They are aware of the development. They are aware of the equal share that we are going to share the job opportunities with the people of Zitolile and the people of Soref. So it's not a difficult issue. We've discussed that everyone is going to get a fair share. The job opportunities are going to benefit the people of Zitolile and the people of Soref. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ntokazi ngike ngabuza la umbuzo wami sibila ngithola impendulo. Mana nemigede yethu bandla. Ngicela ngane ngiphendule. Ngizoyisusa noma ngizwenza kanjani kwaphela? Njengoba sengishilo. Amagugula kuthini. Ngimise kanjani?
We have appointed a cultural heritage specialist, so maybe I can open the floor to her.
Good day, everyone. My name is Unisa Students from Soref Cultural Heritage. I was appointed by Envy Green Consultant to undertake a heritage impact assessment for this proposed project that our EP has forementioned. In terms of Soref National Heritage Resource Act number 23 of 1999, one of our staff members has conducted a site inspection within the site. And as you said, ma'am, we did identify there that there is a dinosaur caves where most of the survivors of Second World War found refuge. During this whole project, what we'll do is we will protect it appropriately. We will not interfere with it during the construction phase and after. And on top of this, after the construction phase, we'll make sure that these caves are preserved within the museums and the art gallery of the area.
So you're saying you're going to remove them wherever they are right now and put them in a museum?
No, sir, no. Can you maybe elaborate on that point?
Good day, everyone. My name is Unulwazi from ENV Consultants. So just to elaborate a bit on your question, sir. So basically, the project was to develop the land. Within that project, the land is divided within 6 sections. One of those sections, there is an arts center. The art center will then include museums, galleries, portraying the caves, just as a way to preserve and conserve the heritage of the surrounding communities, not just for the current generations, but also for future generations. With that said, it also opens up trade opportunities as well as tourism opportunities. So that does not only just conserve and preserve the heritage and cultural meanings of the local community, but it will also increase the standard of living within the communities due to the level of the increase in tourism that you will be receiving in the country. Does that answer your question?
Not really, but no. I think I'm good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thanks very much, Chair. I understand the community concerns, and hopefully as the time goes on, they're going to be clear on the issues that still remains. But I'm also concerned, because as a councillor, I'm also a community member. I'm also concerned about our local water sources, because we've got animals here that use those water sources. So how is it going to be? Because the development is going to be around those water sources that we normally use on a daily basis.
We have invited stakeholders, and Water Affairs is actually one of our stakeholders. So can you kindly address?
Good day. I am Ms. Sinothandonene, and as a Department of Water Affairs official, first and foremost, I would like to state that we are very much supportive of the proposed development. We are aware of the water sources in Port Memphis region of Suref, which is the Konani Bolt River, and it runs along the Port Memphis of Suref to the Republic of Zitoria. This is the main water source in the region, which will be potentially affected by the development, as you have stated. The development may require water extraction from these water sources, So for that reason, the Department of Water Affairs will be commenting on the report of the development and will issue water use license to ensure that there is a compliance of Water Act of Zurich. I hope your question is answered.
Understood.
Okay. So yeah, another question
Yes, sir.
about the wildlife or animals and all that are living around there currently. Okay. So you are gonna clear that land, and I just wanna ask, what's gonna happen to that wildlife there?
We have conducted a study and we have a heritage wildlife specialist with us here.
Hi, I'm Bumitwala from Surf Wildlife, and as said, we have conducted research and we have determined that there are indigenous fauna and flora in the area. So we have set up buffers around those areas to ensure that indigenous species are protected. Furthermore, we will allow licenses to special personnel for hunting permits and traditional healers so that they can make use of the area. But other than that, most of the population, everyday normal citizens, will not be permitted into the areas that are indigenous or that are indigenous.
Okay, what about the trees that produce some fruits that we need, like each and every year, like guavas? There are guavas, there are oranges there, and we eat those things. You also eat these fruits, right? So if you cut all those trees down, where are we gonna get these fruits and in the future?
That's a very good question, sir. But not all the vacant land, not all the land will be deforested. Only the area for the development. The trees, we are setting up projects to afforestate the area as well, so to make sure that we don't damage the site. So more trees will be planted, vegetation will be cleared in some areas, but it will also be grown and planted in the areas to ensure that generations to come may still have those oranges and guavas that you speak of.
So you're gonna control all this, whatsoever you're gonna buffer. Are you gonna take control of those things, or we as public will be allowed in there without your permission whatsoever you are saying?
Sir, there will be the buffers that we speak of will be clearly visible to you. There will be signs, notices, and all that to ensure that this area is the area that you're allowed in, and this area is the area that you're not allowed in, that you cannot interfere with. So those are only little areas. So there's still vast land that you have access to that you can still make use of, that it will not impact you that negatively.
Okay. So back to water. So means you say this development gonna affect water, right?
Yes.
That's what you say.
To some extent, yes.
How is it gonna affect water?
Like I've mentioned, that we might require extraction of the water.
Okay.
There are many ways that water can be affected, but that's the main way that this development will affect.
So this means there will be a shortage of water in the area
No.
downstream.
No, there won't be a shortage of the water.
You just say the development gonna extract water in there. So how is it? Can you just
Maybe I can just come in there. The development won't be affecting the water downstream. The extraction of water is only for water that will be used during the construction. Therefore, once everything has been constructed, we won't be requiring any water from the water resources. So therefore, it will flow normally. Hence why Water Affairs is here, to regulate how much water can be extracted and how much will be required and what the threshold will be.
Okay.
So we've covered all the bases. We have looked at all the aspects that may be triggered.
So there won't be any pollution while you extract that water?
With the conditions that come from a water use license, they aim to actually prevent any pollution of water resources.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Chairperson. Maybe I'm not trying to maybe conclude or to close the meeting, but I have a question from you environmental assessment practitioners. as to maybe after the development, do you have any plan maybe to rehabilitate the environment, since there's going to be excavations, there's going to be removal of trees, and then maybe after, do you have anything in place, the plan in place maybe to rehabilitate the environment so that maybe we won't have issues after the development as the community?
To answer your question, sir, during construction phase, if the project has been approved, there will be an environmental management plan that has been drafted and then finalized, and then we will hire environmental officers just to ensure that during the development all the environmental concerns are addressed, and just to ensure that there won't be any pollution towards the local community, and to ensure that the development is complying to the legislations of SURF.
Bear in mind, so we're not looking at excavating any portion of land that we're not planning on using. We're only looking at where the development will be, which was the portion that will be excavated and leveled up in order to be able to construct.
All right. One last question, I think. How long will this development last in this area? How long are you planning to develop our area?
Roughly 11 years. The project is projected to start by 2014 and hopefully end by 2025.
So we're hoping all the structures will be up by 2025, and obviously because it's a smart city, not everything will be done at once. So some portions will be in use so long while we're also constructing the further developments. Is everyone happy for me to close the meeting? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to, thank you, Chair. I just want to let the community members aware that this whole meeting has been recorded. You will find the minutes on our archives, or if you want to access them, they'll be accessible, just to share with those committee members that couldn't be part of this meeting. And also there is a register there for the infected and affected parties. You will be able to contact us, you will be able to contact you should there be any changes.
We will also be placing the reports in your local libraries as well as your municipal offices, where if the community can always go and get the report in order to read up on what the how far the project is with the reports. Yes, ma'am.
Ngiyanizwa yima thina singanalo ulwazi olungawo ukufunda ke mhlambe nizositshela kanjani ngohlelo ukuthi intuthuko iya ngakuphi, ngasimemezela mhlambe ko radio ngoba siyathanda ukulanda umsakazo, kuthi mhlambe uhlelo lokuthina singakwazi ukufunda ke amaphepha kodwa sithanda ukwazi.
We have placed posters all around the affected areas, which is Suruf and Zetulile. We have also placed adverts in the newspapers, your local as well as your national. We do also broadcast on radio, hence I think some of the community members that came here actually heard from the radio. And plus we've also placed our adverts within the local areas, which are your libraries, as well as your municipal offices, where we find a lot of people who happen to go to those places. So we have catered for everyone. And we have what is it called when you change it into another language? Translated it in accordance to the area in terms of language.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'm happy about what you said. I'm not complaining, but there's only one thing I would like to happen. Please make sure that when this development starts, you make sure that you hire equal amounts of people from Zurich and Zitolile.
Noted, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
I think we have come to the end of our meeting, and those who feel they would like to be part of our interested and affected parties, kindly forward your name to my colleague here who has a list here to a register to actually note who would like to be informed further. Thank you very much.
Thank you.